Okay, so this is my top tweet of the week video for week 7. And I wanted to start my video by first talking about a tweet that Grace talked about in her video last week. And it was a tweet and a link about teaching ELL students or ESL students and working with students who are speaking English as their second language and have been thrown into our classroom not speaking English, and how we can work on teaching them English through using pictures and having them describe pictures or look at pictures and match pictures with words and things like that. And so I just thought that this was a creative idea, and in her blog too that I responded to this week, she talks a lot about doing some research for her PDP on ELL students. And this is just an area that I have a heart for as well. And I think working in the missions field and stuff, like, really want to see ESL students be successful in the classroom and get the proper attention that they need. So I thought that this was a practical way to do it. And I just love that tweet that she found. So anyways, that's my tweet that I chose to talk about after watching some of the videos from last week. And then my top 3 tweets from this week. So this first one down here is a visual that talks about, it's the 21st century learning design. And so we've spent a lot of time in social studies methods talking about how students learn best in the 21st century. And so this just kind of elaborates on some of those things. Collaboration, knowledge construction, real world problem solving. So tying in the real world and problem solving into the classroom, skillful communication, self-regulation. So just technology, information, communication is in there. So the biggest things I noticed were communication and technology. And these are things that we may not think are necessarily content areas that we should be teaching, but they're real life skills that students need to know. And so I just thought this was a cool visual that kind of backed up what we've talked about a lot in class. Second, here's a link that talks about teaching kids to assess themselves has the greatest impact on student learning, and just the importance of assessment and stuff. If you want to appear accountable, test your students. If you want to improve schools, teach teachers to assess their students. If you want to maximize learning, teach students to assess themselves. So again, just kind of summarizing that assessment is important. We shouldn't be assessing our students, and we need to teach the students to assess themselves, which I kind of thought was interesting and not something that we would always think about. But when students can assess themselves and give themselves feedback, that's taken learning to a whole nother level. So that is something we should be striving to do in our classroom. And then last, I liked this quote about modeling. The reason why modeling skills and teaching is crucial, don't assume that they know it. This also applies to modeling character. So like what I said is we should be modeling in every area of the classroom. So not only modeling when teaching math or teaching a concept, but also modeling behavior, character, listening skills, modeling that in the classroom in a way that we want students to mimic us. So children are great imitators, so give them something great to imitate. They're going to watch us, especially when it comes to character and life skills in the classroom, even more so than probably content that we're teaching. They're watching everything that we do, the way that we talk to them, the way that we listen to them. We should model respect for them as we want them to respect us. And also something that a teacher once told me is they're also watching the way that we interact with other colleagues and teachers and staff members at the school. So kids can read us a lot better than we think that they can. So make sure that this carries over to when you're talking to other grade level teachers or the principal, and the way that you respect those other people. That is going to kind of set an example or set the set the expectation for how you want your students to respect and to treat those people. So just keep that in mind too. But anyways, those are my 3 tweets from the week, and I hope you guys have a great week 8.